The movie starts with Gaurav, an Indian guy living in America, and finally, he achieved his life's dream and bought the house he always wanted. May you get one too, my friend. Anyway, his life is a bit weird. He drives his car at a speed that doesn't exceed 15. A polite, organized guy who hates violence and stays out of trouble. He gets to the company where he works, greets his American colleagues, and then his Indian friend Diggy shows up. They sit at their desks, and Diggy tells him, "Congrats on the house, man." He replies, "Oh man, it was a dream and I finally made it happen." Diggy says, "You mean it's a nightmare you're living in? Your dreams are so old school, my brother. Dreaming of a house, a car, and a family? You need to enjoy yourself and live your life a bit. There should be some excitement in your life." He replies, "For me, this is the excitement." Kavya calls him, she's his colleague and Indian too, and says, "Come meet me at the police station." He asks, "What happened?" She says, "I broke the speed limit." He says, "All right, I'm coming." He rushes to her and gets her out of there, then tells her, "Is it really necessary to speed and get into trouble? Get in." She says, "What is this? Did you sell your other car and buy this piece of junk?" He tells her, "Yeah, I sold it because I bought a house and soon I'll get married and have kids. Look, the car even has space for 4 kids in the back seat." She gets in and says, "Your dreams are weird and remind me of my stupid grandfather. And please, can you drive a bit faster?" He replies, "Anything faster than this is considered reckless." They reach work and her friend tells her, "But believe me, this guy Gaurav suits you." She tells her he's just a friend, nothing more. Her friend asks, "And why can't he be a boyfriend?" She replies, "Girl, my dream guy is someone full of life, bold, with muscles and a brave heart. But this Gaurav, his biggest ambition is to scoop some rice and eat it." Later, the CEO holds a meeting and says, "Congrats guys, and a special thanks to Gaurav, the sales manager. Finally, we finished the work needed in India and Gaurav will travel to India to finalize the contract between us and the company." Kavya is standing with Willie's team and she sees in him the traits of the guy she dreams of. Gaurav goes outside and his friend asks, "Are you really going to India?" He says, "No, of course. I'll refuse because I'm going to ask Kavya to marry me, but I don't know what to do." He tells him, "Call her and ask to meet up." He calls her and asks to meet. She actually goes and finds him ready, and she knows he's about to propose. She sits with him and suddenly he leans down. So she says, "Oh my God, don't you dare do this right now." He says, "What? I was just getting the spoon." He doesn't want to give her the ring because if he does, he'll get rejected right then. The waiter brings the ring in champagne glasses, so he takes the glass with the ring and drinks it fast, keeping the ring inside his mouth. Then excuses himself to the bathroom. He takes the ring out and calls his friend saying, "The girl rejected me, you failure." He says, "How is it my fault? She just doesn't love you. Didn't I tell you that girls these days like guys with vibes? Come tomorrow and I'll tell you what we should do." The next day, he takes him to the place where Kavya hangs out and says, "Learn and watch how Willie handles her." He says, "Man, you mean this is exciting for her?" He replies, "This is the way. If you can copy him, go and sing so she falls for you." "Do you think Gaurav will give up, my friend?" "I swear it won't happen." He follows his friend's advice and goes on stage, but he sings a 90s song, making his friend facepalm, and everyone in the place laugh at him. Suddenly, he goes quiet, and Kavya says to her colleagues, "Who is this? I don't know him." And his friend says, "Damn you, you drowned me in an ocean of embarrassment." At this time, Gaurav enters dragon mode, decides to show what he's hiding, and sings a song so beautiful it shocks everyone around him. Stay on top, Gaurav, my brother. Everyone at the party starts dancing, and they're all completely stunned. The next day, he goes to work and the boss says, "You'll travel to India to finish the contract like every time." He says, "Boss, look for anyone else. I'm really busy right now." He says, "No, like every time. You're the one going. Plus, these are very secret and important papers, and I don't trust anyone but you." He says, "Fine." Kavya gives him a ride to drop him off, driving at a crazy speed. So he says, "Slow down, you crazy woman. My heart is going to stop." She says, "Calm down, boy. Don't be scared. Besides, you weren't yourself last night. You did that for me, didn't you?" He says, "No, of course not." She says, "Thank God." He asks, "What do you mean?" She says, "Don't get me wrong. I just like saying thank God." But he understands she doesn't love him and doesn't want him to love her because he's just a simple, weak guy with a boring life and zero excitement. Do you think he's really a coward, my friend? I swear to you, no. He daydreams and remembers the old days, back when his real name was Rishi. And if you don't know who Rishi is, let me introduce you, my friend. Rishi works for the biggest secret organization in India, and impossible missions are his favorite game. He and his team are in China, and his mission is to get important papers from the Chinese embassy. At this time, the important embassy officials are out celebrating New Year's, and Rishi, after taking out the guards, enters the room with the safe. His specialist friend enters to open the safe, but tells them, "The safe's security system is stronger than my hacking system." So they go for the second option, the explosives expert who sets the bombs. Rishi asks him, "Make sure this bomb doesn't make a sound."
He tells him, "Don't worry, it'll just make a tiny sound and barely break the safe door." But they didn't trust him, and he goes to take cover behind the desk. He doesn't even trust himself and hides with them. At the right moment, Rishi says, "Hit it!" He presses the bomb button and it explodes, hitting the safe and throwing it right into the middle of the party downstairs, breaking the official's bones. He tells him, "Barely opens the safe door, huh? Let's go. You guys go get the papers from the safe and I'll distract the guards." Indeed, they go get the papers while he runs in front of the guards and they chase him. Yakub, the mission leader, asks him, "Where are you, Rishi?" He drops down from above onto garbage bags. The guys grab the papers from the safe and each one hops on a motorcycle trying to escape from the police. Do you think Rishi will get caught, my friend? I swear it won't happen.
He keeps running until he escapes, and those who catch up to him, he beats them up with his brain. He also falls off the bike and sits down to smoke a cigarette. Later, they all escape the police and regroup. This young guy sees them, so Yakub shoots him. Rishi tells him, "Why did you kill him? He's just a civilian. He's innocent." He replies, "But he saw all of our faces." He leaves him and walks away. Rishi sees the guy's wallet and his picture with his family. This is Vijay, the head of the organization they work for, calling the person who asked for the papers from the Chinese embassy and saying, "Don't worry, no one from China will bother you again." Later, Rishi meets his colleagues in this place and says, "What we're doing is very weird. We kill and steal from other countries. Why are we doing this and for whom?" His friend answers, "For the country." He says, "Oh my God, we've been working for 14 years. Officers change, presidents change, and Vijay is still in his place." Yakub tells him, "Don't they give us money? Then follow orders and keep quiet." He replies, "We kill people and get paid for it? Is this fair?" He answers, "Not our problem. That's Vijay's problem." He leaves him and walks away. Rishi tells his colleagues, "Honestly, I hate what I've become. I wish I could achieve my dreams. I want a small house, a family, a job, and a stable life." His friend says, "You've been dreaming for 10 years. Tell us when you're gonna wake up." He leaves them and goes home, holds the drawing of his life's dream, and feels sad because he's helpless and can't make it happen. He tries to sleep, but can't. The next day, he goes to Vijay, who pours him a drink and says, "I'm sure you know why I came to talk to you." He replies, "I know. And I know you want to leave, and you know how much I need you and want you to stay. I'm the one who raised you. You're my son, and it's impossible for me to let you go. And as always, I don't agree." He says, "But I just can't take it anymore. I can't be patient anymore. I can't sleep at night. I can't forget the innocent people dying before my eyes." He says, "It's all for the country." He replies, "And I served the country a lot, but that's enough." He leaves him and walks away. He decides to settle in Goa, but there's someone watching him. He notices and circles back from the other side, pulls a gun on him and says, "Who are you?" So this guy comes and says, "Relax, I'll talk to you for 2 words and then I'm gone." He says, "Since you left, Vijay, I want you to cooperate with me so we can catch him." He says, "And who told you I left him? I'm just on vacation and I'll be back." He replies, "Liar. You thought you were working for someone serving the country and following orders to help the country. Well, I want to tell you, your info is wrong. Vijay makes you get important papers and blackmails countries with them, meaning your whole life has been a lie. And now it's time to serve the country and help us catch him." He says, "Since you know all this, go and catch him yourself." He leaves him and walks away. He goes home, but before entering, he feels someone is inside. So he checks the door to avoid traps, but finds nothing and no one inside. But when he goes to turn on the light, he discovers the switches are pulled out. He looks left and right, and sure enough, he finds a bomb. The moment he turns on the light, the house will blow up with him in it. He changes the light wires and turns it on. At this time, the guy who planted the bomb sees the light turned on normally, so he goes up to see what's happening. He presses the button and the house blows up with him. Rishi pulls himself together and goes to Vijay. He says, "Welcome, I was waiting for you. Come." He asks, "Did you want to kill me?" He replies, "If I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have sent one man. I would have sent an entire army. I don't want you to forget who you are and who took you and taught you. Now you're grown and want to leave. Fine, but I'm going to ask you for one last mission. Finish it and you're free." He takes the flash drive from him and goes to set the plan with the team. He tells them, the next target is from America, bringing important info on a hard drive to hand over to the defense minister in total secrecy. Our mission is to take this drive and give it to Vijay. First, we need to watch the minister constantly, and we'll need to monitor all his calls to know when the agent arrives. What I found out about him is that he's a ladies' man, so we'll bring Nikki to set him up and get his phone. Indeed, the minister enters the bar, and their friend watching him gets shocked and says, "I think Nikki won't work. He'll treat her like a sister. We'll need a guy to play Nikki's role." Rishi says, "Oh my God," and dresses up just like those guys. You know what I mean. Anyway, he goes in, pulls a chair, and sits next to him saying, "Order me something." While he's ordering for him, he takes the phone and gives it to his friend, puts another phone that looks just like it and tells him, "Oh my God, your muscles are so strong, you're so handsome," and gives him a kiss.
Rishi holds back with difficulty. His friend goes out to the other friend hacking the phone and says, "Hurry up! The minister is about to eat Rishi." At this time, Nikki arrives and enters to do her part, so Rishi runs to her and kisses her, saying, "Slap me and leave." She slaps him and walks away. He goes back to the minister and he asks him, "Boy, are you active or passive?" He replies, "I'm in the middle." He leaves and walks away, so he says, "Wait." His friend gives him the phone quickly and he tells him, "What you have is my phone and this is yours." He takes the phone and leaves. Indeed, they find out the place and time he'll meet the agent. They go at the scheduled time and kidnap the minister, and Rishi is the one meeting the agent. The agent asks him, "Are you the minister? I thought I'd meet someone older." He says, "Did you get the money?" He replies, "Fine, the money reached me." After showing him the info and giving him the drive, Yakub comes from behind and kills him. Rishi asks, "Why kill him?" He replies, "These are Vijay's orders. Besides, didn't you leave the team? What's it to you? Why and how?" They get in the car and Yakub sends a message to Vijay saying, "Mission accomplished." He replies, "Good, execute the second mission now." He signals the guy next to him, who reaches into his side and pulls a gun. But Rishi expected this would happen, so his reaction is fast. He pushes his hand away and beats them up inside the car. The car keeps swerving until it hits the fence, breaks it and flies, getting stuck between two towers. The car is about to fall with them, so Yakub hits Rishi and lets him get out. But at the last moment, Rishi takes the bag with the drive and gets out. Yakub keeps running after him until he catches him. Do you think Rishi will let him? Say it with me, my friend. I swear it won't happen. He beats him up left and right until his bones break, throws him in the spot and leaves, but Yakub keeps chasing. At the last moment, Rishi is about to escape, but he shoots him in the back. He takes the hit and goes down. Yakub goes down after him but finds no trace. Rishi escaped, and the bullet hit the drive and made a hole in it. He calls the officer he coordinated with and says, "So, did the operation work?" He replies, "It worked, but the drive got hit by a bullet right in the middle." He tells him, "This is a disaster. Without the info on the drive, we won't know how to catch Vijay. Save yourself and run out of the country completely, because Vijay won't leave you until he kills you. I'm sorry, take care of yourself." He hangs up and doesn't know what to do, so he calls Vijay and says, "I have the drive and I know what's on it will finish you off, so you better leave me alone." He says, "I'll find you even if you hide in the ground and kill you." He hangs up and tells his men, "Rishi will run out of the country. I want you to catch him before he escapes. Take the drive from him and then kill him." Rishi goes to the hotel where the agent Gauro was staying, finds his wallet and takes the passport. He wears gloves and takes his perfume bottle. He goes to this document forger to put his picture on the passport and takes the fingerprints from the bottle to wear on his fingers to pass the airport in America. Indeed, he reaches America, puts his print, and the plan works. From that time, my friend, Rishi has been living as Gaurav. He ends the flashback and returns to the present, arriving in India to finish the contract for the company. Focus with me, my friend. He reaches India and keeps talking to the driver. And this person parks the car to pee and forgets to pull the handbrake, so the car keeps rolling back. Oh my God, the driver is not paying attention to the road and hits the car rolling back. Yakub goes to Vijay and says, "Watch this clip." He watches the accident and the camera catches Rishi's face. He says, "This is Rishi." He replies, "Exactly, and he's currently in Mumbai and will travel to America." He tells him, "Listen, you're my right hand. I need that drive he has at any cost. If this drive doesn't come back, we're all finished." Rishi has finished the contract and returned to America. At work, Kavya goes to him and says, "I need a favor. Will you come with me to pick up my father and mother from the airport?" He says, "Sure." They go pick them up, and her father and mother are really impressed with his personality. Her mother asks him, "Are you married, boy?" He says, "No." She asks, "Do you have a house?" He says, "I do. Please come have tea at my place." She says, "Sure, we'll come." At this time, Yakub calls a gang leader in America and says, "I'll send you info on someone you must kidnap as fast as possible." Indeed, he sends the picture, and this guy sends the picture to all the gangs he knows in America, so everyone starts looking for him. Indeed, one of them sees him at the gas station, so he calls the gang leader who asked for him and says, "Stay behind him and don't lose him." He doesn't even finish talking, and his phone dies. Indeed, this guy keeps following him until he reaches his house. He knocks on his door and asks, "Are you Rishi?" He replies, "No, wrong address, I'm Gaurav." He says, "Isn't this your picture? Then you're Rishi." He drags him inside and calls his boss, but finds the phone off. He keeps holding Gaurav at gunpoint and eats all the food in the house. So Gaurav hits him with a tray because he's late for work. He ties him up completely and puts him in the car trunk and goes to work. He finishes work and comes back. Diggy sees him nervous and follows him home. He enters to park his car in the garage and finds Gaurav's car moving. He unties the thug, but he holds him and goes up to Gaurav. He says, "Give me your phone or I'll kill him." He gives him the phone, and there's a weapon on the floor, so he leans down to get it. Then Diggy jumps on him and makes him shoot himself. He gets shocked, and Gaurav tells him, "Relax and don't worry." He says, "You killed him, man?" He replies, "No, you didn't kill him. This was an accident. Calm down, let's clean the place and hide the body." While they're mopping, Kavya's dad and mom come to see the house. He opens for them while his friend hides the body. Kavia's mom tells him, "Tell me, boy, what did you want from me?" He says, "It's really not the time, ma'am." She says, "No, it is, my dear, and I agreed to let you marry my daughter." He gets so happy and she gives him a hug. At this time, Yakub travels to America and meets the gang leader to take him to Rishi's place. Rishi goes to the store to get bags to hide the body in the house, so a gang of those looking for him surrounds him. One of them tells him, "Rishi." He tells them, "Wrong number." They pull a gun, so he has to use violence. He beats them up left and right with pure anger, breaks their bones and leaves. He goes to hide the body in a car parked in the house garage. He finishes and goes out, only to find Yakub in his face, who tells him, "How are ya? Welcome. Honestly, we missed you. And your house is beautiful." He says, "Cut it out. What do you want, Yakub?" He replies, "I want what you ran away with." At this time, Kavya knocks on the door and says, "Open up, better for you. I won't leave you. How do you ask for my hand from my mom without telling me? By the way, I don't agree." He says, "Wow, and getting married soon too." He tells him, "If you touch her, I'll destroy you." So one of his men comes and hits him on the head. They kidnap him and Kavya to look for the drive at their leisure. Kavya stays super angry at Rishi, asking, "What's going on?" She says, "We're kidnapped. People raided the house, hit you and kidnapped us. Fine, I'm worth a lot, but you, why did they kidnap you? Anyway, don't worry, I know you're a coward, and I'll make sure to get you out of here." She keeps trying to get her hands out of the cuffs. He tells her, "All right, can you stop this nonsense? We need a pin right now." She says, "Really? You're going to know how to pick cuffs with a pin? But I don't have one." He says, "The one on your chest will do." She says, "And how are you going to take it?" He leans down to take the pin with his teeth. "Aw, you're a sneaky one. You really know how to think." After half an hour, he gets the pin with his teeth. Now he wants to put it in his hand. What's he gonna do, my friend? He'll give her the pin, and of course, her hands are tied, so she also takes the pin with her teeth. If the director was the devil himself, he wouldn't have thought like this. Anyway, she takes it and gives it to him in his hand, and indeed, he picks the cuffs. While he's doing it, she tells him, "How do you know how to do all these things?" He says, "Not the time." Yakub is flipping the whole house to find the drive, but finds it with a hole. He tells the kid, "We can't fix this hole." He says, "How do we fix it? It's too big. It won't work." At this time, Rishi starts escaping from the guards, but finds 4 guards at the stairs, so he tells her, "Wait for me here." She says, "What are you going to do? They'll kill you." He leaves her and walks, and she only hears the sound of bones breaking, so she thinks he's the one getting beaten. But he comes back and says, "Let's go." They walk together and are about to leave, but she says, "Look here, boss." He looks next to him and finds the guy with the mustache attacking with full confidence, so he beats him left and right until his bones break and throws him on this chair. And Kavya is completely stunned, but the son of a gun pulls a pocket knife, so he blocks all the hits and grabs his hand, but the son of a gun throws the knife to his other hand and cuts him. Do you think Rishi will give up, my friend? I swear it won't happen. He attacks him with a fire extinguisher. 1, 2, and there's no third. He takes Kavya and walks, and they keep running until they find this car, which is locked. She says, "How are we going to manage now?" He grabs this metal rod and breaks the car window, goes in to mess with the ignition, and starts the car easily. She says, "And a car thief too?" He says, "I used to play GTA a lot when I was a kid. Get in fast." She says, "I won't get in until you explain everything first." He says, "I'll tell you everything, but let's get out of here." He takes her to a hotel and she asks, "You've killed many people before?" He says, "Sure." She asks, "Was it one or more?" He says, "Many." She says, "They were definitely bad guys, right?" He says, "Mostly." She says, "Oh my God, oh my God." He tells her, "By the way, I wanted to tell you, but I was scared of losing you. The people I worked with took me as a kid and raised me, and when I grew up, I found myself like this. There was no father, mother, or family to show me right from wrong until I figured everything out myself. And when I wanted to leave them, it wasn't easy at all. I did the impossible to live as a simple person whose only dream is a job, a house, and a simple family." She says, "Now, do I call you Gaurav or Rishi?" and leaves him. He goes to change his bandage, and while she's walking, she sees him, and she's totally shocked by his muscles he was hiding. He goes to his room, and she brings him water. Honestly, thank you, you little cutie. But her intention is bad, my friend. They do things that'll send them both to hell. At this time, Yakub has found their place, and Rishi wakes her up and says, "We have to leave." He takes her to safety and says, "You have to go, and I have to finish what I started. They won't leave me alone. Either I finish them, or they finish me." She leaves him and he goes back to Yakub, surrendering. He says, "Yakub, you have to listen to me." He sits with him and listens. So he says, "You don't know what info was on that drive. Let me tell you the story. This Gaurav was the database manager in a huge weapons company, and this company has info on deals with millions involving Indian politicians, and all these deals are illegal. Gaurav was supposed to hand over this info to the police, but he took it and left the company completely, looking for someone to buy it. The buyer was the defense minister, who bought it from him for $11 million. But Vijay asked us to get this info because he's one of the people involved in illegal deals, and if this drive reached the minister, he would have been caught and all his crimes proven. This info, I know exactly where it is in the company, and I can get it back again. These are strong proofs to get rid of Vijay and live in peace. He says, forget everything you said. You'll get me this info, and we'll leave you and your girl to live in peace. If you don't get it, I'll finish both of you. He says, fine. The security systems in this company are very strong, especially the room with the info. We'll enter as maintenance workers and leave the rest to me. The operation starts Sunday. Indeed, they start the mission. Enter the company as maintenance workers, and Rishi climbs to the roof. He drops down from above with a rope, sets a bomb to blow a glass, and enters. To reach the info room away from cameras, he enters through the AC vent. He drops into the info room and accesses the server to download the info he wants. At this time, huge chaos happens in the company, and they find out someone broke into the server. Security sees the AC vent, and everything goes wild. Yakub tells the men, leave him and let's run. Indeed, they leave him alone, and security finds him. Do you think they'll catch him, my friend? I swear it won't happen. He beats them up left and right and breaks their bones until he finishes them, flies out and grabs this chain, dropping to the ground without a scratch. You know why, my friend? Because he has invisible wings, and we're just normal humans who can't see them. Anyway, God bless India. He keeps running from them and they're about to catch him, but Kavya saves him. And as recap star, I believe it. Anyway, she takes him and drives off. They escape and go back home. He tells her, listen, Yakub will be here now. I want you to hide, and if I need you, I'll whistle. She says, why? Am I a dog boy? Just ask for help normally. It's not a shame. He says, just listen. She leaves him and goes upstairs. Yakub arrives and says, I knew you'd get the job done. He says, take the drive. Here it is. He says, perfect. He pulls a gun but shoots away from him, saying, I won't kill you now. I'm just passing time until the J comes, because he's coming specifically to kill you with his own hands. He says, all right, let's have some fun. He whistles, but Kavya doesn't come out. He calls her and she doesn't answer. He tells her, all right, help me. Do you think she won't help it, my friend? I swear it won't happen. She comes out like a lion and beats them up, tossing them like chickens. And I believe it, because at first I thought this was Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and now I'm sure. Where did you get this strength from, girl? Yes, it's India, my friend. Anyway, Rishi runs and gets a gun, and Yakub destroys his whole house. Leave the kitchen, you son of a gun. I was invited for dinner there. Do you think Rishi will let him, my friend? I swear it won't happen. He gets 2 guns and comes out like Rishi Dragon, and every shot takes out a man, and the dragon is just getting started. He finishes off Yakub's men completely, goes out to take the gun from Yakub, and beats him without mercy, smashing the furniture and the rest of the house. He messes up his face and hits this gadget to pull out a gun, points at him and says, take the rest of your men or I'll kill you now, and gives him the keys to the car in the garage that has the body. Like a fool, he takes the car and leaves. One of his men says, Rishi isn't stupid enough to give us the drive and let us walk. He plugs in the drive quickly and finds it completely empty. Rishi had arranged with his friend Diggy to wait for them at a checkpoint, and as soon as they reach him, he hits them with the car. The police surround them and see the body in the car, so they take them all, and Diggy leaves. At this time, Vijay has reached Rishi's house and tells his men, search the place. They search the place, and Rishi calls him saying, I left you alone and left the country completely, but you didn't leave me and kept chasing me. The house you're in now was my life's dream, but you deserve it. Goodbye, you idiot. He had rigged the house with bombs and blows the whole house up. He takes Kavya and leaves, saying, since I'm Gaurav, we have $11 million and the passports. Where would you like to live? In which country? She says, the country that doesn't have any dragons. He gives her the wedding ring, and of course, after everything that happened, she doesn't refuse. And that's where the movie ends. All right, that's a wrap, my friend. Make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment from the heart. If you're really feeling the love, share this video with your crew. And yo, check out the channel. I've got tons of videos you're gonna vibe with. Catch you in the next one.